Hello, this is Mr. Agbamu Idonogwene. You are welcome to week 5. And today's lesson we are looking at area and perimeter of square and rectangle. So today is Monday, 2nd of February 2026. Our target for today's lesson is we should be able to define area and perimeter. We should be able to state the formula for calculating area and perimeter of square and rectangle. Then we should be able to solve simple problems based on these formulas we have stated. So let's go straight. So the assignment we did on Friday, this is the question. We say go to your new general maths page 102, number 1C, 1D, and 1E. Then the same page 102, you will see number 2A, 2D, and 2E. I observed that some of us don't understand this assignment. That's why I say let me take my time and explain it in class. So what I did, I screenshot the question, I snapped the page in our textbook and post it in my slide so that you know what we are going to do. So these are the two questions. This is for number 1 assignment. This is number 2 assignment. You can see the way I snapped it and posted it in the PowerPoint. Now, what are we going to do in this assignment? I explained it in class and most of us understood it very well. So I believe everybody can do it well, but I decided to do this video for better understanding in case of those that missed school or they were not around. So let's go to the smart notebook I use in class. Now, this is the same question. So this is the same question we did in class, and this is the page. All I want us to do in this assignment, if you read the instruction from the textbook, it says use a ruler to measure the perimeter of the shapes in figure 12, in figure 13.4. Give your answers in centimeter. That means we are using a centimeter ruler to take the measurement. Just open your textbook, get your ruler. This is what I want us to do, just as I'm doing now. I've opened my textbook. Let's take this is my textbook. I get my ruler. Just go and measure the side of the shape. So I say we should do number 1C. So this is number 1C. Place your ruler there from 0. Just place it from 0 and take the measurement. You can see that this is giving me 3.5. Then get your pencil, write your 3.5 on this side. Let's write it again. Write your 3.5. Let me remove the ruler from there. 3.5. And remember, this is cm. We are using centimeter ruler. So you measure your 3.5. Then take your ruler again, measure the other length. Just make it fast so that you finish on time. It's not a stressful work. Place your 0 on this side. Take the reading here. If you look at this is giving me 2.8. Yes, I'm getting something 2.8. Then take your ruler out, write your 2.8. So this is what the assignment wants us to do. This is centimeter. Then measure this side, the smallest side of the triangle, which is this other side. Place your ruler on this side. Just drag it, place it here like this. Put the 0 on this side. If you check well, what I'm having here, I'm seeing something like 1.8 or 1.7. So let me just take 1.7. So this side is 1.7. So do the same in your textbook. Measure the three lengths and come and do the addition. By the time you finish measuring the three lengths, go to your exercise book. Put your perimeter P is equals to add the three lengths. This one is 3.5. Add it to what now? To the next length. Let's say 2.8. 2.8. Then when you finish that, add it to 1.7. This is 1.7. So this is what I want us to do in the assignment. This calculation I'm doing, do it in your notebook, not in the textbook. So this is what I will mark based on what you measure in your textbook. Now, if I add all this is 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 7 is giving me 20. That is 0, carry 2. You put your point, take your 2 to this side. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 1, I'm having 8. So 8 is the answer. Just write your 8 here, and that is 8.0. So therefore, your perimeter will now give you 8.0 centimeter. So this is what I want us to do in this classwork. So measure the other length of this shape. By the time you measure them, add the perimeter in your notebook and submit. That is all for the assignment. Take your ruler, measure the side of the various shape, measure all of them and add them well. So that is that. Make sure you do your addition very well. And by the time you get it well, you are done and the work is over. So let's go back to our class and finish our normal lesson for today. So after I explained this, I now went to the explanation of area. I said area is the measurement of a space or region occupied by a closed figure. Its unit is centimeter square or meter square. So when you are looking for area, you are actually looking for the space that is being enclosed by the shape. So that is area. Like this shape, for example, let me get my pen. This space covered by this region now, which is from A, B, C, D, E, F, and E, F, G. So this space, you can see the square ball. Each of these square balls, they are one unit. So if I add each of them, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, then 7, 8. See, there are 8. So that means the area of this shape is 8 centimeter. So the area will give me 8 centimeter square. So because each of the box is 1 centimeter square, 1 centimeter length, so we just get the total length, it will give us 8 centimeter square. So we are talking about the total space covered in this region. That is the area, the space of the region occupied. So I just use this as a basic explanation in class. So take note of that. If you want to understand area very well, let me use this GeoGebra applet to explain it. So this is an applet. Let me get a shape. Let's take rectangle for example. Let me undo this. Okay, let's get rectangle. If I have something like this, you see this is a rectangle. So what area simply means is this. Let me get a point. Let me get a point somewhere here. Let me do a perpendicular. Just watch what I'm doing. So let me get a segment, something like this, something like this. So let me hide this point. Let me not show this. So watch, you can see the way I'm sliding this. It's just something like this. If I introduce a trace on this one, if I say show trace, something like this. So area simply means from this point, if this line slide like this, you can see that it's giving some space. So this is the area covered by this shape. It will continue to cover this space until it get to the end here. You see, that is the area. So the region covered by this shape, starting from one end down to the other end. See, that is the area. So the area is this region, this dark region around there. So that's one thing about area. Then perimeter, we just talk about the length surrounding it. So perimeter is the length surrounding. Perimeter is just a fence surrounding your land, while area is the space inside the land. So that is how we get area and perimeter. Take note of that. Let's go back to our slide, and that is also that is for area. Then perimeter, as I said, is the distance surrounding the shape. So the distance surrounding this shape, if I take this unit length I have here, this box is 1, 2, this one will give me 2 boxes here, this one will give me 3 here, this one will give me 4 on this side, this one will give me 1, this one will give me 2, this one will give me 2. If I add all this length, 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 8. Sorry, 2, 2, 2, that is 4, 6, 7 plus 4, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this one will give me a perimeter of 14. So P is equals to 14 if I follow the box one by one. So that is the basic explanation of perimeter and area. Perimeter is the distance around the shape, while area is the space or the region occupied by that closed figure. Very, very important. The unit for area is cm square or meter square. but the unit for perimeter is just centimeter or meter. So with this, let's state the formula for square, area of and perimeter of square, and area and perimeter of rectangle. And that is all for what we did today. And this is a square. All the four sides of a square are equal. Don't forget that. So because the four sides are equal, if you want to get the area of a square, you multiply the length times the length. So if this is one of the length, which is L, this is another length L, you know all the length they are equal. All the length are equal. So area will just be one length times another length, so which is equal to L square. So this is area. But perimeter is the total length. You add all the lengths surrounding the shape, which is L plus L plus L. No, there are four lengths surrounding the square and they are all equal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So because there are four lengths, that's why we have 4L. So that is the meaning of perimeter. So take note of this. Let's erase all this. So that is that. So if we take note of this formula, we can solve any question on area and perimeter of square. Then if we look at rectangle, the area and perimeter of rectangle is also easy. This is the formula for area of a rectangle, which is length and breadth. So if this is L, most times we take the longer side as L, then the shorter side as the breadth, which I can call B. So the area will just be L times B. So that is that. But the perimeter will now be the product of it is total sum, sorry, perimeter will be the total sum of all the length of this rectangle. So if you take my pen, perimeter, which is P, that means what I'm doing is, don't forget, here is L, here is B. So I'm adding L plus L. Though there are two L here, the two opposite sides are equal. So L plus L. So I'm adding B and B, which is B plus B. Then you remember your algebra. Now L plus L will give you 2L. Then B plus B will give you 2B. Then in maths, there's something we call factorization, which is the HCF of these two terms. So the HCF is 2. You bring the HCF out, then leaving the factors inside the brackets. So this is factorization of this. So this is where the perimeter of rectangle becomes 2L, 2 bracket L plus B. Just remember these two formulas, that is all. Area is length and breadth, perimeter is 2 bracket 2L plus B. By the time you know this formula, you can solve millions of questions in area and perimeter of rectangle and square. This is all we did in class today, and I just say let me do this video for us to watch and understand what we did in class, and that is all for today's lesson. If you finish this, by the time you finish watching this, just do this homework. It's supposed to be classwork in class, but I say we should do it as homework. Just go to your textbook, you will see this exercise 13B, page 104. Just do these three exercises. They are inside the textbook. You can even do it in the textbook. Just fill in the blank space. It's a table. It's a copy and complete the table. You can complete it, and that is that. Then tomorrow we do more examples and exercises for our topic, area and perimeter of square and rectangle. That is all for today's class. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do have a nice day.